bit. Yeah, that's what happened. I got my titles kind of mixed up, folks. Sorry about that. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in to another broadcast, folks. Yes, welcome into another broadcast. I had the title A Long Dark Winter. Oh, but I had changed my subject. But I can still talk a little bit about that because what I was talking about was by the long dark winter. See, like I said before, folks, all of this stuff is coming to fruition, people. All of this stuff was planned by design. But first of all, before I get into this, let me use copyright claim 107 for educational purposes, people. Yes, copyright claim 107 for educational purposes only. Fair use for learning, teaching, and hearing, folks. Educating to help somebody learn. Yes, fair use. And I'm going to be showing some clips in a few. But what I'm saying, folks, this came out of our own president's mouth, people. He said it's going to be a long, dark winter. This is what he said, folks. And see, like I said, all this stuff is planned by design, folks. By the powers that be. Yes, by the powers that be, folks. It's all planned. It's all planned out, people. This is why you have to keep your eyes open out here, folks. This stuff is planned. Everything is planned for our destruction, folks. I'm telling you the fact, honest to God truth, folks. All of this stuff is planned for our downfall. See, these people want to rule us, folks. They want to rule every second, every minute of our lives, people. Just like on the subject that I was talking about on the other day, folks, about these lockdowns. The new lockdowns is coming. See, they already passed a bill on that. The new lockdowns, something concerning the global warming, folks. The global warming thing. And this is what they're saying about that. They said that the cars are causing too much pollution in the air. So now they really want to take our cars from us, folks. They're going to have like gated off communities. You're going to have to ask for permission to leave your community, folks. Yes, I did a video on this the other day. You're going to have to ask for permission to leave your community. Things are getting rough out there, people. Like I said, all of this stuff is planned by design, folks, for our downfall. That's why I tell you, folks, keep your ears and your eyes open. Because there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes, folks, that people have no clue about. Yes, they want to, look, this thing has already started, these lockdowns. So they want to lock you down in your community. Say if you live in a community, you can only drive a certain amount of miles a day. This is what it's coming to, people. Yes, you're gonna have to, and then you're gonna have to register. They said you have to register your car to something. I forgot what it said. Yeah, all of this stuff is coming, people. These people are trying to take us down to our knees, folks. Yes, the powers that be, folks. Yeah, the people who running things around here. But I know who really running things. I know who's really running things. But these people, man, they got a lot of things under construction as we speak, people. A lot of things are being constructed right now while we're speaking. Like I said, these lockdowns have already started. They already passed a bill on this thing, folks. Yeah. Like I said, you're only going to be able to drive a certain amount of miles in your car. You're going to be like, they said they're going to be gating off different communities, folks. Can you imagine that? So you get in your car, turn your key, and you can only go, say what, 10 miles, 15 miles. And then you have to have permission to leave the country, folks. They say you can only go out of the country a certain amount of times a year, folks. This is what's going on, folks, out here. Yeah, this is the stuff that's going on, folks, right in front of us. But see, we're not paying attention, people. This is the thing, we're not paying attention. We need to keep a sharp eye, folks. Because after a while, we're not going to have any type of rights whatsoever, folks. I'm just telling the fact, truth. I mean, it may sound harsh, but this is the truth. We're not going to have no rights because they're stripping us down. Everything that we own, everything that we have, they're stripping us down. See, these people want to own us, folks. They want to control us. This is what they want to do, folks. They want to know every move we make, everything that we do. This is why I was telling people about all of these smartphones, smart doorbells, all this stuff is connected together, folks. See, they want to, see, that's why they urge you to buy these things, folks, these smartphones, you know, things like called Alexa and all this. See, they want you to have all this stuff around your house and all this stuff so they can know what you're doing any time of the day, folks. These people want to run us, man. They want to rule us. Do you understand what I'm saying, people? This is what they want, and this is what they're doing. If you think I'm lying, you're going to see sooner or later. Watch what I tell you. This stuff is happening, folks. It's happening right in front of us. Like I said about the lockdown thing, the bill has already been passed. It's been passed, yeah. Because they said we don't need to drive cars anymore. We need to ride bicycles or either walk, folks. This is what they were saying, folks. Yes. Matter of fact, my video is out there. If you get a chance, go watch that video. Yeah, watch that video. Because, man, this stuff is going a little too far. And the thing about it, we're not saying anything about it. We're not saying anything about anything, folks. We're just letting these people do what they want to do to us. And like I said, when it all boils down, we're going to have no kind of rights whatsoever. And like now, they're working on the one world religion, folks. This is what's happening right now in front of us. They're working towards the one world religion, people. Yes. And before you know it, the one world order will be in place, folks. Yes. It will be in place. This is what they're working on, people, right here. Check it out. This is what they're working on. Right here. And guess who got their hands right in the middle of it? The Pope. Yeah, his hands is in the middle of it too, folks. It's a lot of people, a lot of the higher ups, their hands are right in the cookie jar, folks. The ones you would least expect, their hands are right in the cookie jar. And I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this, folks. I'm going to go ahead and play some of this clip so y'all can hear what they're saying, folks.
More steps towards the one world religion have just taken place on September 14th and 15th, 2022, with Catholicism and Islam pretty much coming together and say, yeah, we worship the same God and we're brothers and sisters, just different paths to a different God. This is all falling under the umbrella of the uniting of the Abrahamic religions, Judaism, Islam, and Christianity, of course, but not the real Christianity. It's Catholicism that's being united under this one world religion. The big event that took place on September 14th and 15th was at the 7th Congress of Leaders of World and Traditional Religions, and it concluded on last Thursday. But before I get into that, I'll briefly just touch on and remind people of the Abrahamic family house being built in Abu Dhabi, where it's a religious center for Catholics, Muslims, and Jews to all come together and worship all through the Abrahamic religions there at this one thing. The reason this is important is because...
See, folks, I'm telling you, they're putting this stuff in place, folks. All of this stuff is going to come together soon. It's going to come together real soon, people. They're putting it together. Like I said, one day you're going to wake up and you're going to be in a cashless society. I mean, I'm just being real, folks. I'm telling you what's going on out here, folks. You're going to be in a cashless society. You're going to wake up one day, and you're going to wake up one day real soon, and you're going to wonder what's going on in this world, folks. Because this is happening right now. Like I said, they already got the building up and running. They got this building up and running, folks. Up and running. But we're going to get back to this clip and finish listening to a little bit of this so you can get some type of idea of what's really going on out there, folks. Yes. Because people, this is what I'm saying, man. People are not paying attention out here. They're not paying attention. People are just going on with their lives like everything is honky-dory. But everything is not hunky-dory. Let me tell you. See, I do a lot of research, folks. A lot of research. And I know exactly what's going on out here, folks. Yes, I know exactly what's going on. I know more than what the average person think I know. Yeah, I know what's going on out here. And this is why I do this. Because I try to help people so they can get themselves prepared for these things when they happen, folks. So it won't be a shock to you when this stuff start occurring. Let's get back to the clip. And please listen carefully, folks, to what's going on. Please.
2 Thessalonians 2:4 tells us that the Antichrist will demand the worship of himself and his image from everybody. And anyone who doesn't worship him, these people will die, actually. They will become martyrs, because the only people who won't worship him will be true believers in Jesus Christ, which is not mentioned by Pope Francis at any of these big meetings. So let me read a little bit from this article about it. The world religions leaders today adopted the human fraternity document signed by His Eminence, the Grand Imam of Al-Azhar and chairman of the Muslim Council of Elders, Dr. Ahmed Al-Taib, and His Holiness Pope Francis, their name, not mine, of the Catholic Church in Abu Dhabi in 2019. And this came during the 7th Congress of Leaders of World and Traditional Religions, which concluded on Thursday. Some highlights from the World Congress of Religions. We note that pluralism in terms of differences in skin color, gender, race, language, and culture are expressions of the wisdom of God in creation. Religious diversity is permitted by God, and therefore any coercion to a particular religion and religious doctrine is unacceptable. So, as you can tell, they're not saying here at these events that Jesus Christ is the Son of God, the Messiah, the only way to heaven, because that would contradict Islam and Judaism. So it's uniting. Everybody's giving up the truth here. They're all just coming together to get along, to give up the truth, which is that salvation is found through Jesus Christ alone. Back to the article, it says, we recognize the importance and value of the document of human fraternity for world peace and living together between the Holy See and Al-Azhar al-Sharif. And then they mention the two different documents that were resolved and signed into place by the UN General Assembly, as well as the Makkah Declaration adopted in Mecca in 2019. And these call for peace, dialogue, mutual understanding, and mutual respect among believers. So it's really the uniting of all these religions under the...
So this is what they're doing, folks, right now. They're trying to unite the Muslims, the Jewish, and the religious folks. They're trying to make these people all merge together, folks. This is what's going on right now. Right now, as I speak, they're working on this one world religion, people. Yeah, they're working on this right now. And they already got the building up and running, folks. Yes, they got the building up and running. This is why I tell you to pay attention, people. Like I said, one day you're going to wake up and we're going to be in the new world order, folks. Yes, you're going to wake up and you're going to see that the cashless society is over. See, all of this stuff is connected together, people. All of it. All of this stuff was planned by design, people. Yes, planned by design. See, these people want to rule us, folks. They want to reign over us. See, I know what's going on. Like I said, this is why I do my homework, folks. I do a lot of research. Yes, a lot of research. And I'm trying to help other people. This is why I put out the information that I put out. So that people can see it for themselves. I want people to see this with their own eyes, folks. So they won't think that I'm just on here talking. No, I'm not on here talking. That's why I want you to hear this for your own self. Because like I said, one day you're going to wake up and you're going to be in the middle of the one world system, folks. And that's just the fact truth. And it's coming, just as sure as I'm sitting here in this car right now. It's coming, people. And I'm trying to help people to prepare themselves for this. Yeah, I'm trying to help people. But people won't open their eyes, man. They won't not open their eyes. I get on here every day with good information, folks. Trying to help somebody. Let's get back to the clip, people.
The fact that we need to coexist together. And yes, of course we need to coexist together. But the problem here is that they're starting to aim it towards we serve the same God, we worship the same God. You know, these Abrahamic religions are just different expressions of God to different people, and that's an absolute lie. The Jewish people are stuck in the old covenant, not accepting the new covenant. Islam is clearly, the Quran was written 600 years after the Bible, and they're clearly ripped off stories Muhammad ripped off and manipulated to create his own religion in the same region from the same stories. I mean, Muhammad even demanded that the original manuscripts for the Quran be destroyed. Why would he demand that? Because to cover it up, obviously. So the one truth is found within the biblical text alone, within the Old and the New Covenant mixed together, the New Covenant, salvation through Jesus Christ alone. So really it was this document of human fraternity. It was signed by the Pope and this Grand Imam and adopted at the 7th Congress of Leaders of the World and Traditional Religions in Kazakhstan. It's the uniting of the world under a one world religion that the Antichrist will be the head of eventually. A glimpse of the 7th Congress of Leaders of World and Traditional Religion. Here's from Vatican News, and I was reading through this article and noticed something interesting, that Congress, the 7th Congress of Leaders of World and Traditional Religion, came to life in 2003 in the wake of the tragic September 11th attacks of the United States and following Pope John Paul II's second Spirit of Assisi meeting in 2002. So here's just another thing that came out of the September 11th attacks. Pretty interesting to note that. Worth noting about this interfaith meeting is that it took place within a pyramid. Kind of strange that that's their building of choice. Also, Pope Francis said that his goal for this meeting was peace and unity, of course. Very similar to what we know in 1 Thessalonians 5:3, peace and security is what they'll be saying, and then sudden destruction comes on them like labor pains on a pregnant woman, and they will not escape. And that's the whole point, really, of this whole meeting, really, and this whole uniting of these religions together. Not that we shouldn't get along and not that we should be out killing each other or something, but the fact that they're trying to unite everybody under peace and security, that's exactly what the Bible says they'll be doing, because it's dropping the truth that Jesus Christ is the way to salvation, which is the true love and peace that people need to come to realize, and just accepting everybody's false doctrines and false teachings for peace and safety, and that will cause sudden destruction. Pope Francis also said at this meeting that the best way to stop religious extremism is not through following the teachings of Jesus Christ, but actually through political democracy.
So now we're searching for the magic frequency.
See, this is the thing,
We
folks.
start with 100 hertz. And we look
These
at the
people know.
microscope.
So just enforce.
This is the thing. This is the whole thing in a nutshell, folks. These people know exactly what they're doing, folks. They're trying to push the name of God and put that on the back burner. This is what they're trying to do. And this is what they're going to do, folks. They're going to push the name of God out of the way. See, they don't want nothing but one world religion. They want everybody to congregate together. This is what they want. This is what they're working on, folks. This is why it's called the one world religion, folks. Like I said, they're trying to get all of these religions to emerge together. And this is when the Antichrist is going to appear, folks. See, a lot of people don't think that this stuff is real, folks. This stuff is real, and it's going to happen. The Bible is going to be fulfilled. It's going to be fulfilled, people. And we might as well just get ready for it, folks. That's right. That's why I'm staying close to God, folks. This is the main reason why I'm staying close to God. I love God, folks. See, I know I serve a living God, people. Can't nobody tell me, can't nobody persuade me. I serve a God that's real, folks. But this is what's happening to the people. And like I said, one day you're going to wake up and we're going to be in a new world order. Yeah, we're going to be in a new world order. Cashless society. Paper money is going to be no good very soon, people. Let's get back and listen to some more of this, because this is some very, very important information, people.
Forcing the fact that what the Antichrist will have, which will be the one world government, one world religion. And again, Pope Francis does not mention the truth that salvation is found through Jesus Christ alone, but in fact says this, and this is from Vatican News on the article called Pope in Kazakhstan Religions Key to Building World Peace and Understanding, in reference to this meeting that took place. It says, in his speech to the Congress, the Pope began by addressing everyone as brothers and sisters in the name of the fraternity that unites sees us as children of the same heaven. He noted that before the mystery of the infinite that transcends and attracts us, the religions remind us that we are creatures, not omnipotent, journeying towards the same heavenly goal. I mean, out of his own mouth. I mean, the fact that people who are Catholics don't see that this guy's pushing for one world religion is insane. I mean, it's absolutely clear as day that this is what he's pushing for. Saying we're all going to the same heavenly goal. That Muslims who actually have written on the Dome of the Rock building in Jerusalem actually says God has no son. And so they want to unite Catholicism with people who say God has no son, because it's clearly written, clear as day in the Bible, that you have to acknowledge Jesus as the Son of God in order to find salvation through him. Everything in the New Testament has to be believed 100% truth for you to find your salvation. That's the full truth is found within the Bible alone and within the new covenant and the new teachings. And if you're giving up some of that to find peace and unity with other religions just to get along because you don't like disagreeing with people, you're in for big trouble. I mean, Revelation even says the cowardly are cast into hell. So don't be cowardly when it comes to the things of Jesus Christ and the truth of the Bible. Now, again, quickly worth noting, I'd have no problem if these people all came together and said, hey, we shouldn't kill each other and we shouldn't be warring with each other because that's not good. That makes sense. But when they're starting to say these things about we're all brothers and sisters pushing towards the same heavenly goal, and even though this was between Islam and Catholicism, it also noted from a Vatican source that Judaism was there as well as Buddhists. So we have this uniting of the one world religion that will come to fulfill the 2 Thessalonians 2:4, all people will worship the beast. Also worth noting is the Abraham Accords. Before Donald Trump's election, he declared the number one goal for his presidency would be to achieve peace between Israel and her Arab neighbors. After 3 years of determining diplomacy, President Trump surprised the world by announcing a peace agreement between Israel and the United Arab Emirates. A few days later, the country of Bahrain announced they would too establish.
See, this is what I want. I want everybody to hear this for themselves, so they'll know it, and so they won't think that I'm just getting up here talking. No, I'm not just getting up here talking. I get up here for reasons, folks, to help somebody. That's why I get on here and give out this information, folks. That somebody can get their life together and prepare themselves, folks. Yes, because this thing is about to happen, folks. It's about to happen. It's about to happen real soon, people. Yeah. This is why I tell people to wake up, folks. People are still in their slumber, still in their sleep. It's sad, man. It's just sad. Because this world is not listening. This world is just like it was back in the days of Noah, people. People are not listening. Noah tried to warn the people. You see, once this thing get up and running, folks, this is when all hell is going to break loose. Once they get this one world system in place and this one world order in place, you're going to see this world change, folks. Mark my word on this, folks. Remember, I told you this. You're going to see this world change. I'm telling you, you're going to see it change. And you see the different agendas that they're trying to push on us, people. Every day, it's another new agenda. They got an after-school program for our kids, folks. Yes, an after-school program. It's called Satan's after-school program. Yeah. But they got drag queens walking around teaching your kids, folks. Walking around in thongs. Yeah. It's things of that nature. They got all kind of demonic stuff going on in this world, folks. Yes. There's so much stuff going on, folks. I could sit right here and write a book about it. Yes, I could write a book. But people act like they don't want to hear what's happening out here. They don't want to hear the news, man. This is real stuff that's about to occur, folks. And if I were you, I would have myself in place. Because when this thing starts to pick up, once they get this thing up and running, it's going to be a mess. Because people are going to take that mark. People are going to take that mark because they're going to be deceived, folks. Yes, when the Antichrist steps on the scene, People are going to be deceived into taking the mark, folks. You know why? Because they want the things of the world, folks. This is what they want. And see, all of this stuff is connected to the world, people. If you want to eat, if you want to buy or sell, you're going to have to take that mark. Either you're going to stand on the Lord or you're going to take that mark, folks. It's only a couple of choices that you have, folks. That's right. Either you're going to stand on Jesus' name or you're going to take that mark. And a lot of people are going to be deceived into taking it because they're going to see their friends taking it. They're going to see their neighbors taking it. And they're going to think it's all right. You know, this is what I'm saying. They're going to think that it's all right. They're really going to think that it's all right.
Ms. Comfort said you was being good.
See, it's not all right.
I was just calling to check on you to see if
it's
you
not
had a
all
good
right
day
at
in
all.
school.
You know.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, it's not all right. This is why I tell people, open your eyes and see what's happening out here, folks.
Oh, I don't know what's wrong.
At least this way you can get your life in order or something. Whatever whatever you plan on doing, folks. Because this thing is going to affect millions. People, we are in the last days. Yes, we are in the last days.
All right, I'll call.
And
we got school tomorrow.
This is no joke. We are in the last days.
All right, I'll call y'all tomorrow. All right.
This thing's making too much noise. I'm driving too, people, so just bear with me. I'm driving. But yeah, folks, like I said, this thing is up and running soon. I think some of this stuff is going to start happening right after the new year. Yeah, I think that's when it's going to get started. Right after the new year come in. Going into a new year. This is when things are going to get up and running. So I say, people, get ready. Prepare yourself. And I was telling people on yesterday, you know, we never know what we may have to do. We never know what position we may be put in. Right? We never know. We don't know what position we might be put in. We may have to leave our homes. Right? We might have to leave our homes and live off of the grid, people. Yes. This is why I told people, I've been telling people this all summer long, folks, to start planting the garden, folks, or something. And you know, even you can plant in your house if you got big enough tubs, because the time is coming, folks, but we're gonna have to do for ourselves, folks. This government is no longer gonna do anything for nobody, folks. They're no longer gonna help anybody. It's every man for itself. This is what we're dealing with. That's what it's going to be like. Every man for yourself. And if you don't do for yourself, you might get caught up out there in that whirlwind, folks. Yes, you might get caught up out there in that whirlwind. Because this stuff is real. It's real. They already got the building up and running, folks. For all of these religions to emerge together. Yeah, they got everything lined up, folks. Like I said, all this stuff is planned by design. Do you understand what I'm saying? Planned. All this stuff been planned years ago, folks, decades ago. All of this stuff been planned. They didn't just start working on this yesterday. They've been planning this stuff for years, folks. Yeah, years. Like I said, Pope, his hands is in it. It's a lot of big figures. Their hands are in it, people. Like I said, we're dealing with some very wicked people, folks. Like I said, I was saying this on yesterday. It's not the world that's wicked. It's the people in this world, folks, that's wicked. Yeah, it's the people in this world. And people are falling for the tricks of the enemy. This is what's happening. And like I said, it's going to be a lot of deceit going on, folks. Once the Antichrist, once he steps on the scene, folks. Yes, once he steps on the scene, all I can do is shake my head. Because it's going to be something to reckon with. See, this is something we have to deal with. This is something we never seen before, folks. See, we stepping into a new territory. Yes, new territory, people. We never experienced anything like this before. We don't know what we're walking into. Like I said, everybody think everything is honky-dory. You know, everything is all right. Everything ain't all right. Everything is not all right. Believe me. I'm trying to get back to this clip, folks, because I'm driving. So y'all just bear along with me. All right?
Established peace with Israel. On September 15th, 2020, representatives from Israel, the United States, the United Arab Emirates, and Bahrain met in Washington, D.C. on the White House lawn. There they signed the Abraham Accords. Again, this unity, pushing towards this unity, which is interesting, and because of Daniel 9:27, it's prophesied in the Bible that a peace agreement will be signed between Israelis and Palestinians just 7 years before the Battle of Armageddon and the physical return of Jesus to the earth. The prophecy is found in Daniel 9:27, and it says, "And he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week, and in the midst of the week he shall cause the sacrifice and the oblation to cease, and for the overspreading of abominations he shall make it desolate, even until the consummation, and the determined shall be poured upon the desolate." This prophecy states that the Antichrist will confirm the Abrahamic covenant with many for 7 years. Remember, the covenant God made with Abraham declared Abraham's seed would dwell in the land of Israel. The Abraham Accords is signed by Bahrain, and the United Arab Emirates acknowledge Israel has a right to exist in the land given to them by the Abrahamic covenant. So the question has to be asked, was the signing of the Abrahamic Accords and the confirmation of the covenant that marks the beginning of the final 7 years? Maybe, interesting, worth noting and pointing out, but we will see, of course, as time goes on. Also worth noting that Jared Kushner had a big deal in getting that Abrahamic Accord signed.
Another thing that I wanted to talk about, this global warming thing, folks, like I said, all of this stuff was planned by design. So they want to blame everything on the global warming. And another thing about this, the global warming, listen to this. All of these storms, ice storms and snow falling, it's like they're talking about the weather is going to be bad this weekend, folks. All around the world, people. See, these people have been tampering with God's creation, folks. See, these people are working see, they got machines out there, folks, they're using to cause these storms and things. They're causing this stuff to happen, folks. Listen to me. And listen to me good, folks. They're causing these things to happen. Because I got a video I'm going to show you. See, this is what they're trying to do, folks. They're trying to knock the power grids out. See, they want your power to go out. Oh, yeah. See, I've been doing a lot of research. See, once the grids go, see, they want us in the dark, man. This is what they want. And it's going to happen, folks. I mean, it's sad to say, but it's going to happen. A lot of this stuff is going to happen that they planned on doing. It's going to happen. But the question that I'm asking, are you ready for it? Are you prepared for it? Is this my turn?
No, it's
Oh,
not.
okay. Yeah, are you prepared? That's the thing. Let me see if I can find that video, man. Because, like, the guy was talking about this, about that global warming thing, folks, because, like I said, all this stuff was planned by design. And they're causing these things to happen, folks. The weather, if anybody noticed how cold this weather is, how cold this winter has been. So these temperatures that we're getting, we never had these type of temperatures before, folks. Somebody's controlling this, folks. Yes, somebody is controlling it. You don't have to take my word, but I'm telling you what I know. I've done a lot of research on this, people. Somebody's controlling this weather, people. we're about to see some bad days ahead of us, people. Because I remember even the president said out of his own mouth, it's going to be a long, dark winter, folks. Yeah, he said it out of his own mouth. So I'm making a right move.
Yeah, at the next, not this light.
Yeah, even the president said it. He said it's going to be a long, dark winter. See, he knows something that a lot of us don't know, but I know what's going on. See, because I stay up on everything, folks. I know exactly what's going on. Why do you think he said that? It's going to be a long, dark winter. Yeah, President Biden said this out of his own mouth, folks. See, this is what I mean. People are not paying attention, folks. Nobody's paying attention. Everybody's walking around sleep. Yeah, everybody's walking around sleep, folks. It's time to wake up, folks, and realize that this stuff is about to occur. We got 4 or 5 things coming at us at one time. Huh. Yeah. 4 or 5 things coming at you. And this stuff is messing with people's minds over here, folks. People are committing suicide, all types of things, folks. Because a lot of people are scared to death, folks. Yes, they're scared. They have no reason to be scared. Especially if you have a personal relationship with God, folks. You have no reason to be scared. Because God doesn't give us the spirit of fear, folks. Yes, He doesn't give us the spirit of fear. So if you're connected with the Most High, you're going to be all right. But this is what's happening, people. I'm going to finish this clip in a few minutes. Just hold on. I'm driving. I'm trying to do the best I can with this. Like I said, you know, all this stuff has been planned by design, folks. Everything that's going on in this world right now has been planned. There's no more peace. There's no more love in this world. It's all gone, folks. It's been taken away. See, God has allowed that one that sits on the red fiery horse, folks. He had been granted power to remove all peace from this earth. All the peace is gone, folks. All the love is gone from this world, folks. The only love that we have left in this world is by the true believers. That's the only love that's left. Right now, we're living in a wicked world, people. We're living in very uncertain times. We're living in a world of deceit, people. Don't let the enemy deceive you. Yes, I'm here to tell you that. Don't let him deceive you. Stay on your square, people. Stay connected with God, people. Don't turn your back on God. Yeah, please do not turn your back on God. It's like I said, God, He's going to be there for you, folks. He said He'll never leave you nor forsake you. All we got to do is hold on to His promises, people. We must hold on to the promises of God, folks. Whatever come before us, we got to hold on, people. We got to hold on. Like I said, people are committing suicide. People are jumping off of bridges. People are doing all kind of things, man, in this hour that we're in, because people are frightened. Yes, people are frightened to death out here, folks. Frightened. Because they don't know what to do. And like I told people, look, there's nothing that we can do. All we can do right now is pray, folks. This is all we can do. Pray. And ask God to sustain us. That's all. But like now, in this time that we're in, we got to pray. We got to pray. Yeah. Because God is our only hope right now. Our only hope. I'm gonna try to find that video so I can
You
show
gonna make a
you.
left right here. Just right now.
Oh, is this a turn lane over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm driving people, so y'all just try to hang in there with me, people. Just hang on in there with me. I'm trying to drive and talk at the same time, and it's raining out here, folks. But, you know, I gotta get this word out there, this information, people. That's what God said, folks. Preach the word in season, out of season, whatever. But we gotta stand on our square, people. Don't let the enemy fool you. We got to stand on our square. We're gonna try to finish some of this up here.
What all this is setting the stage for the final Bible prophecies to be
Y'all
fulfilled.
can just listen,
We don't
that'll
know
be
the
great.
timeline. We don't know these things. There's many interesting things that look like this could go on, like Pope Francis being the last pope, if the St. Malachi prophecy is true and real. But people are saying he may resign, and then another pope resigned before him. So if that happens, maybe those two are illegitimate popes, and there's still two more to fill the 112. There's so many different things that could take place. Just like now, when we look back at Bible prophecy in the Old Testament, it all makes sense now. But at the time, it was people thought this was going to happen, and it didn't happen. People thought something else would happen, and it didn't. The same with Jesus coming, and then expecting the Messiah to be this war hero to free the Jewish people from the Romans, and it wasn't that at all. But Jesus tells us it's important to watch and to look for the signs of the times, just like the fig tree, and many things are happening.
Her quality of life decreased from the moment she walked in that
But
door.
he said, watch for the signs of the time.
Her bone was exposed.
That's
That
exactly,
really look like this
that's
is
exactly what he
beginning to
told
take
us.
place.
Watch for the
These
signs of
prophecies
the
are
time.
coming to their fulfillment. So it's important to watch, but when these things if they don't pan out how we expect, or if they're beginning stages or seeds or whatever, then it's important to watch and to just see how these things pan out in the end. But clearly, all of these things moving towards this direction are moving towards the direction of the final days and the Antichrist coming and these final prophecies being fulfilled. Also, I know I've seen many people on my TikTok page saying that they're worried and they're scared and they're fearful. None of the pointing out of prophecy from me is ever meant to be fearful or to scare people. And to note is 2 Peter 3:13 through 14, which really came to me at the perfect time when I was really meditating on how to share this to people so they aren't scared. And then that just happened to be the verse I was reading that night from the Bible, Proof of God in my book. And that's one of those little ways he speaks to you when you're seeking him. And it says, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. Therefore, beloved, looking forward to these things, be diligent to be found by him in peace, without spot and blameless. So really that we look forward to the coming hope in Jesus Christ coming back. So we don't need to fear. We don't know the timeline. We don't know if this is the beginning of the 7 years or if it doesn't start for another 50 years. All we need to do is seek Jesus Christ, seek the truth. He calls us to watch for the signs, so it's good to watch for the signs and then live life righteously and according to his ways. Don't have fear. Be looking forward to the things, because what we have coming for eternity, billions and trillions of years, is beyond anything we can imagine and how great the glory will be. So there's no reason to fear. And if anybody here actually does go through some type of hard thing, such as martyrship or severe persecution, we're told that if we share in the sufferings of Christ for his name, the glory and the reward that we have will be tremendous in heaven. So everyone in heaven who was persecuted for Jesus or his name or the cause of Christ, they are not disappointed that they went through that, because the reward in heaven is beyond anything we can imagine. So no fear of the times that we're in. Just wanted to mention that for people here. But absolutely what we're seeing between Catholicism, Islam, and Judaism is a uniting to come together for peace and safety that will lead to one world religion, that will lead to the Antichrist standing up and saying, I'm God, you need to worship me. And people who don't believe in Jesus Christ, which is not the message that's being said at these Abrahamic unions, they're going to give in and receive the mark in their hand or their head or worship the image and the beast. And those people will not be saved. So it's important to be aware.
What I'm saying, folks, in these churches, the preachers are not even talking about none of this, folks. When you go to church now, you don't hear none of this. You don't hear them talking about nothing that's happening in this world right now, folks. That's why I'm doing my job that God sent me out here to do, folks. Because when you go to church today, all you're going to hear about is prosperity. All you're going to hear about is how God is going to bless you with a brand new car or a new house. This is all you're going to hear in these churches. You're not going to hear nothing about this. And they don't even go to Revelations. None of these preachers, they don't even preach about Revelations or nothing. It's something, I get nothing. Yeah, they don't talk about nothing. They're watering the messages down and everything. They're scared, folks. This is what it is. The preachers are scared. But I look at it like this. Either you're going to stand for God or you're not. And I said I'm willing to stand for him. And this is what I'm going to do. I got to stand on my square, folks. I'm not going to let nothing get in my way. Nothing or nobody, folks. Yes, I'm a please God, folks. Like I said, I'm his mouthpiece. I'm speaking for him until he returns, folks. I'm down here on this earth speaking for him. I got to represent his name, folks. I got to protect his name. Somebody got to do it. I didn't choose to do this. This is what God sanctioned me to do, folks. I didn't choose to do this. He told me to push his word, folks, and to warn the people. This is what he told me to do, folks. This is what I have to do. But like I said, folks, people are not waking up. People, the word of God, folks. That's what they're doing. Turning a deaf ear. Throwing in the towel. Turning their backs on Christ, folks. This is what people are doing in this last hour that we're in, people. This is what they're doing. Because the enemy has these people fooled. He have them tricked. They think it's something better on the other side, folks. They think the grass is greener on the other side. But I'm here to tell you it's not. It's not greener. Not at all. Like I said, once the Antichrist appear on the scene, folks, it's going to be a lot of things going on out here, folks. Believe me. People are going to be, everybody, I ain't saying everybody, but some people are going to be deceived. And the enemy, he's going to deceive millions. Millions of people, folks. That's what I was speaking about the other day when I said hell is expanding. Oh yeah, it's expanding. Hell is opening itself up wider and wider, folks. Because it's going to be more people in hell than in heaven. Yes, it's going to be more people in hell than in heaven. It may sound far-fetched, but this is the truth. This is nothing but the truth. It's one thing about this. You're not going to get nothing but the truth. Nothing but the hardcore truth. See, I'm not going to tip nobody's ears, folks. And I'm not going to water nothing down, folks. Because if I water something down and I cause somebody to stumble and fall, folks, God is holding me accountable for that. Yes, he's going to hold me accountable. And I don't want to be under the wrath of God, folks. Because the Bible tells you, don't add or subtract anything from my word, folks. And a lot of these pastors and preachers out here are doing it, folks. They're twisting the word of God all around, folks. That's one thing that I would not dare do. Twist the word of God, folks. When you do that, you're playing on very dangerous grounds. Very dangerous ground. All right. Yeah, I'm just dropping my daughter off, folks. See, I've been driving for about a half an hour now. I dropped my daughter off. Got this picture up from work. Yeah, I'm back. So, I mean, I just want everybody to hear this, man, because this is some stuff that people need to hear, man. Because right now, the times that we're living in, people are afraid. People are losing their minds, man, out here. People are turning their backs on God, folks. But the Bible already said there will be a great falling away, folks. A great falling away. And I see it happening. People are falling away from the church, folks. People are going over to the other side because they think that the grass is greener on that side. This is what people are doing. See, the enemy's trying to gather up all the souls that he can get in this last hour. He's trying to gather as many people as he can get to go to hell with him, folks. See, because the enemy knows that hell's his home. He knows that's where he's going, folks. And he's trying to take as many people with him as he possibly can. And people are actually falling for his tricks and falling for his deceit, people. Please don't be in that number, folks. Please do not be in that number. I'm begging you on today, folks. If you are connected with the Lord, stay with him, folks. Rough this thing out. Because the Bible says, folks, he who endureth this thing to the end shall be saved, folks. That's right, he who endureth to the end. And I'm going to try to rough this thing out because I'm not going to take no mark, folks. Like I said, if I have to lose my life, I'm willing to do that, folks. And I mean what I'm saying, folks. If I have to lose my life just for speaking his name, I will. Because if I lose my life for speaking his name, I know where I'm going at. A lot of folks are not willing to stand up for Christ, folks. We got to stand for, look, we got to stand up for Christ, folks. In this last hour, we got to stand up for him, folks. We got to protect his name, people. That's what we got to do. We got to protect his name. Because you don't want to make hell your home. You do not want to make hell your home, folks. I know I don't. And I know I'm not. I know that. I'm not going to do that. I love the Lord. That's right. I love the Lord with all my heart, folks. I love the Lord with everything in me. Because I know the Lord is going to walk with me. He's going to be with me through this whole situation, folks. God is going to be with me. He's going to walk me through this thing, folks. I'm not scared at all. I'm not even worried about nothing that's about to approach us. I'm not even worried about it. No, I'm not. I'm not worried about it. Because I got a good connection. That's why I'm not worried. See, I know who I can lean on. That's right. It's time to seek God's face, people. That's what time it is, to seek his face. Yes, it's time to seek God's face. See, we don't have no more time to be playing around out here, folks. No time to play around. It's time to get real and stay real. Let me see if I can find this clip. Yeah, it's time to get real out here, folks. We can't keep playing around out here. I'm looking for this other clip. Just give me a minute, folks. Hang on in there. Just hang on in there. I want to show y'all this. See, everything that I say, I try to back it up, folks. And they was talking about that pastor who said he wanted to grow marijuana on the church property. I mean, I'm going to say it like this. I don't have nothing against marijuana. Because I know certain people need that marijuana for their, some people use it for some type of medical conditions and things of that nature. See, one thing about marijuana, see, God made he made marijuana. He grew it from the ground. But see, now, People have added other things to it. Yeah, this is what makes it a drug, folks. Because people have added other things to this. Yes, other things. Yes, other things. People have added things to it. And now this is what, it's just so much going on out here, people. I tell you, man. That's why, like I said, I'm gonna stay connected. That's all I can tell you. I'm gonna stay connected to God if I have to lose my life. And I mean it. Because God has been with me. He had pulled me through some tough times, folks. Like they said, this weather thing, folks. Like I said, all of this stuff has been planned by design, people. Yes, planned by design. I'm out here in this weather. Yeah, I'm out here. It's all been planned, people. Yeah. Planned by design. Thing that I can say. It's time to get real, people. It's no more time to be playing around here, folks. Give your life to Christ if you don't know him. Because the enemy is trying to set us up, people. And one thing about it, the enemy, he's after the saints of God, people. This is who he's after right now. See, the devil don't want the people that he already have. He already got these people. He don't want them. He wants the people of God. He's coming after the church right now. This is what the devil is. He's after the church. Yes, he's after the church. Trying to see who in here. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. I'm standing outside of my house right now. I just got out of the car, people. What I'm saying, folks, all of this stuff is connected, man. I'm telling you. And we're about to enter into some new things come 2023, people. And all I'm trying to do is warn people and wake people up. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to tell nobody what to do. I'm just trying to help somebody, folks. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help somebody get themselves prepared, folks, for what's about to happen. When this thing come upon us, it's going to be a lot of people out here that's going to be shocked. Yes, they're going to be shocked. A lot of people are going to be shocked. Do you hear what I'm saying? It's going to be people running around like they don't know what's going on, folks. Because they don't know what's going on. Because they haven't been paying attention. They don't know what's going on. And as I said on a couple of previous videos, this world is wicked, man. And it's not the world, it's the people in this world, folks. And it's some devastating things about to occur that some people are not going to be able to handle. Because the Bible tells you, folks, men's hearts will fail because of the things to come, folks. Men's hearts are going to fail, folks. People are going to be dying, man. People are having heart attacks, strokes, and things of that nature. Because they're going to be so frightened, not knowing what to do when these things occur. Yeah. Y'all have no idea what we're about to witness. Y'all have no idea, people. No kind of idea. You don't have an idea. But this is my calling. This is what God told me to do, folks. He told me to push his word, folks. And I have to keep pushing the word of God, people. I have to keep pushing that word. And I have to keep warning his people. This is what I have to do. I got to wake people up, folks. Yes, I got to wake people up. Because people are still in their slumber. People are still sleeping, folks. Yes, they're still sleeping. What is it going to take for people to wake up, folks, out here? What is it going to take? This reminds me of the days of Noah, people. This is what it reminds me of. The days of Noah, because people didn't listen back then, folks, and people are not listening now. But the Bible already said that it was going to be the same as it was in the days of Noah. So shall it be for the second coming of Jesus Christ. So shall it be, folks. It's going to be the same exact blueprint. People are going to get caught in their mess when he come back here, folks. So when Jesus Christ come back to rapture us up out of here, folks, People are going to get caught doing all types of things. Just make sure that you're in right standards with God, folks. Please make sure you're in the right standards when Jesus Christ come back to rapture his people out of here, people. Make sure you're in right standards with him. Make sure your heart is right. Because see, God, he judges the heart. This is what he judged, our heart, people. Because our heart is very, very deceitful, people. Yes, the heart is, hey, look, their heart is deceitful. This is why I tell people to guard your heart. Guard your heart, folks. Because your heart is very deceitful. You see, once you get that deceit in your heart, it's hard to get it out, folks. It's hard to get it out. When that deceit get in your heart, it will eat you up like cancer, folks. It will eat you up like cancer. That thing will spread all over your body, folks. Yes. And it saddens me, man, because people don't want to listen, man. If you can't see what's going on out here, folks, in this world, something is wrong. If you can't see what's happening out here, something is totally wrong. Yeah, something is wrong, man. If people can't see what's happening out here, something is really wrong. All right, I'm going to step into the house because I'm going to finish this thing up and I'm going to make it good, folks. I got some stuff to show you. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. We're going to make this thing right. Yeah, folks, what I'm saying? I'm in the house now. We're going to finish this thing up now. I'm stable. I can talk like I want to talk. Yeah. Boy. It is a mess out there. It's raining hard. Whew. But yeah, as I was saying, let me find that clip. Because I want to show y'all this. Yeah, I want to show y'all this clip about this global warming thing. Because these, like I said, all of this stuff is connected together, people. It's all connected together. And right now, as I speak, they're bringing this stuff together, people. Yeah, they're bringing it together. Like I said, once this stuff get up and running, it's going to be something out here. Yes, it's going to be something. It's going to be something to reckon with. And people are not going to know what to do, folks. That's just the bottom line. They're not going to know what to do. Let me find this clip real quick. Just hang in there with me, folks. Hang in there. I want to show you something. Here's that thing. You see, like I said, in this day time, faith is tested. Us as believers, our faith is going to be tested. Yes, it is. It's going to be tested. So get ready. Because, look, the enemy's coming at us with full force. Yes, full force. Do you hear me? See, the enemy's out here. He's not playing with nobody, folks. He's not playing. No, he's not playing anymore. Game time is over. That's just the bottom line. Game time is over. Play time is over. But people are still sleeping, folks. Still sleeping. And I try my best to get this word out there so people can hear it, folks. This is why I show you all the clips and things that I show you. So you can hear it for yourself. So you won't think I'm just here talking. No, I'm showing it to you so you can hear it for yourself with your own two ears. Let me see if I can get this clip. Because I want to show you this. Just give me a second. I think I got it. Yeah.
Y'all, did you know that more than 34 million Americans qualify for free wireless internet service, and yet they don't?
60 below zero. Now, in addition to that deep freeze, the plains and Midwest also bracing for anywhere up to more than a foot of winds that could create blizzard.
let's hear from.
And I want y'all to hear this about the global warming. Just listen to this, people.
100 million Americans bracing for that massive pre-Christmas storm, depending on where you are. We're just the messengers here. You could get hit with anything. Listen to this, from blizzard conditions to heavy rains, along with dangerous winds. And then following that, the deep freeze. Alex Perez is there in Chicago. Alex, it is already in the teens, and it feels like 0 degrees. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Celia. Yeah, the feel-like temperature in Chicago right now is about 0 degrees, but it will feel balmy compared to the end of the week once that cold Arctic air moves in. And now the cold Arctic chill will impact the Christmas holiday. Already wind chill alerts across much of the country. In parts of the plains, the temperature expected to be below 40 below zero. The feel like there, a brutal 60 below zero. Now, in addition to that deep freeze, the plains and Midwest also bracing for anywhere from a few inches of snow to more than a foot of snow. That will be followed by gusty winds that could create blizzard-like conditions here in Chicago and in a number of other cities in the storm's path.
Just listen,
Didn't
folks.
somebody say a few years ago when they was running for president, it's going to be a long, dark winter? That's what I recall.
That's what the president said. It's going to be a long, dark winter.
Air and Midway airports in the crosshairs.
Have you guys de-iced that one yet? We were told the captain called for ice accumulation.
De-icing critical across a big chunk of the country as airports and airlines try to keep operations moving as long as possible. Today and tomorrow were scheduled to be the busiest departure travel days. Now this. This is the kind of hit you don't need this time of year. Yeah, Mother Nature time could have been better, but we're prepared. We've got
Mother Nature's time couldn't be better. And 40 below. But did you catch something in this film? I want to show you something. Let's go back. The guy is asking, in relation to the pilot, how the airstrip is. Watch this.
in the crosshairs.
Have you guys de-iced that one yet? We were told the captain called for ice accumulation.
Boom.
De-icing critical across a bit.
He asked for de-icing, and then what number did you see? Look for 63. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Make it a little bit wider for you. Now catch this. Watch this.
De-iced that one yet? We were told the captain called for ice accumulation.
De-icing critical.
Captain called for ice accumulation.
De-icing critical across a chunk of the country.
Did you see that? He asked for de-icing, and then coincidentally, what came up?
Told the captain called for ice accumulation.
63 came up. Out of Chicago. Do you think that was coincidence? Out of all the trucks at airport, this is the one that they focused on? And they gave it. I'm gonna put this in the description. But it kind of made me think of something in the past. Uh-oh. Oh yeah. Because President Obama's here a few times, and Biden, those numbers showed up again in different ways. Watch this. Look at that. Look at that. F633. What is F663? A, B, C, D, E, F. F is the letter alphabet. So, wouldn't that be 6, 6, And 3-3 is 6. What? That's right. That's when Joe Biden came to the airport. Think I'm lying? There it is right there. Live. Joe Biden. Chicago. Now you want to see it? Let's look at Obama's. This is from like 6 years ago. Watch his. Now he real cool. He walking up the steps. I want you to watch this. F633. Want to see it again?
See, this guy, he's very wise, folks. See, he decodes the numbers. See, all the people that he are involved, folks. All these people are involved. President Obama, all of them. See, the people you least suspect. A lot of these people all these people are mingled together in this thing, folks. Yes. See, everybody that smile, you gotta be careful of it, people. Like I said, the devil is in the business of deceiving people. This is what he's in the business of. And I'm gonna show you one more thing before I get out of here. Yeah, one more thing. Just hang in there with me.
Want to see it again? Check this out.
You got 3 minutes, man. I'm gonna get you through a power outage and extreme cold. They said weather is gonna be really bad. The wind's gonna be really bad. It could knock people's power out this coming week, and temperatures are gonna be in the negatives and up to 20 below with the wind chill, stretching all the way down to Texas. So real quick, I want to get you through it, so that way you're not freezing your ass off, and we don't have to see anybody dying.
Like I said, folks, like he's saying, your power might get knocked out this weekend. These people have planned this stuff, man. This is what I'm trying to tell you, folks. This is what they're trying to do. Because last week they was attacking power grids, folks. Yes, they were shooting out power grids last week. See, they've been talking about this stuff for a while, man. All of this stuff, it just didn't happen. They've been planning this stuff. Planning it, people. Do you hear what I'm saying? Let me show you one more thing before I get off here. See, I got a lot of information to share with y'all, people. I got a lot of information. See, I don't come on here with no garbage. I try to give you something that's meaningful that you can use to apply to your life, folks. I'm not coming on here with no garbage. I'm trying to find this clip. Give me a minute. Trying to find this clip. Just hang on in there, people.
Let's talk about easy. Like fee-free easy. And no minimums easy. Plus,
look at that. Wow. Check that out.
you see it? This stuff is real, people. Like I said, this stuff is real. It's real. And it's getting realer every day, people. Every day. I'm here to tell you, folks. Give your life to Christ. Yes, give your life to Christ. Before it's too late. Because he's coming back. He's coming back soon. Real soon. Sooner than we think. You see, people think we got mobs and mobs of time. Oh no. Things are about to occur, folks. I'm telling you, this new year is about to approach us. Things are about to happen. When this new year ring in, things are about to happen. Like I tell people, it's time to pray, folks. It's time to pray. That's no joke. It's time to pray. You're talking about Christmas storms and all of this. Come on, man. This stuff is real. That's why I know that this stuff has been created. How they know where the storm is going to be is. See, this is just, I don't know. But I thank everybody for coming. I'm getting ready to get off here, folks. I just jumped on here to put out a little bit of information. Thank everybody for showing up. Brandon, Joseph Love, thank you for showing up. Cowboy Muse, thank you for coming in. Brandon, always Tam. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff occurring in this world, folks. And it would behoove everybody to try to get their lives in order, folks, and get your life straight with God. Because you don't want to be lost. Nobody wants to be lost, folks. And I'm only here to help somebody, to encourage somebody to come to the Lord, folks. Because these people have plans for us, folks. They got plans for us. But see, one thing about it, I got a God on my side. I got a God that I serve. And I got a God that I know who's going to be by my side. That's the beauty of it. Yeah. But I thank everybody for coming in, folks. And I'm getting ready to get off of here. Because this was just a pop-up. This stuff was on my mind. See, let me go ahead and show this. Yeah. It was on my mind. And I want to read the scripture before I get off here, folks. Yeah, before I leave. In Ecclesiastes 3, starting at, this is Ecclesiastes, Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter. And it says, to everything there is a season and a time, to every purpose under the heavens, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up. Yes, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, time to embrace. It's a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. And see, we was in that time last year, folks, when you couldn't embrace nobody, when you had to wear your masks and things, folks. We was in that time when you couldn't hug nobody. You had to stay 6 feet apart, folks. Oh yeah, it was a time for everything, folks. And it says, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silent and a time to speak, folks. Yes, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. What profit have he that worketh in that within he labored. I want everybody for listening in, folks. I'm getting ready to get off of here. I hope everybody have a blessed evening, the rest of your evening. And all I can say right now, folks, it's praying time, folks. It's time for us to pray without ceasing, folks. We have to pray. We have to seek God's face, folks. At this particular hour that we're in, we have to seek his face. Yes, we got to seek God's face, people. We got to call on God in this hour that we're living in, folks. We got to call on him. Because this is our only hope. Yes, this is our only hope. And with that being said, folks, I'm getting ready to get up here. I say peace and blessings to each and every one of you. And remember, always walk with the King, folks. Walk with the King. Because we're King kids, people. Yes, King's kids. And you can catch me Monday through Saturdays on my morning channel, folks. Caffeine and Conversation at 9 a.m. Monday through Saturday. And on Saturday nights, I tap dance. You can catch me on Saturday nights at 8 p.m. Tap into the beat. Yes, tap into the beat. See, I tap dance. See, God gave me a gift. He gave me the gift of tapping, folks. I didn't go to school for it. I learned it on my own. See, God gave me a gift. I'm going to show my gift to the world, folks. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take what God gave me and show it to the world. Yes. And with that being said, peace and blessings to everybody, folks. Have a good night. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Let me